Welcome to our next installment of our online yoga sessions. So this session is a 60-minute, quite dynamic class. So there's lots of sun salutations in there. We use the vinyasa between postures to build some heat and strength. So this is a strong one if that's what you're looking for, with some flow and some opening. So please take your places on the mat and I will join you there. So knees as wide as the mat, big toes touching. And we're going to sit back on the heels, or as best you can. My seat doesn't come down onto my heels. It's one of the restrictions of my body. And you can stay with your forehead up for a moment if you wish and just sway the hips side to side. It can help ease out. Wonderful. Making sure the fingers are spread, middle finger pointing directly forward. And then placing the forehead on the mat. And we're going to take a few breaths here. Just to let us arrive on our mats for these next 60 minutes of practice. And we'll come to the breath. So start to notice how the breath moves your body. Maybe the shoulder blades move apart, the sternum towards the mat. Maybe you can feel the pelvis rocking. And we use the breath to help root us in our bodies. If you'd like to set an intention for your practice today, either a person or a situation that you're having difficulty with or just needs a little bit of tenderness and love, call this to mind now and we'll dedicate our practice at the end. And we're ready to move. So your next inhale, float your spine up in one piece, coming to a tabletop posture. We're going to get to our feet fairly quickly this evening. So hands directly under the shoulders, knees under the hips, checking for a neutral pelvis and spine. And we'll begin with our spine articulation. So inhaling, we drop the belly, drop the chest, tip the tailbone up. Gazing slightly forward, and as you exhale, contracting under the buttocks, up into the stomach, between the shoulder blades and rounding your back. And flowing between these two postures, following your own breath. Calming into Ujjayi if it supports your practice. And one more of each from wherever you are. Wonderful. Calming into a neutral spine. We're going to get to our feet. So leaning forward as you inhale, tuck your toes, and as you exhale, send the hips high. So we're coming into our first downward dog, and we're going to walk the dog out. So this is a free form. You can take the feet as wide as you like. Take the hands as wide as you like, bend one knee then the other. So just easing into your body. Finding any pockets of tension or tightness that could do with your awareness and a bit of love. Just a couple more breaths in movement. And we're going to settle into stillness. So making sure to root down the index finger and thumb knuckles to lift out of the wrists. So you shouldn't feel like you're crunching in your wrists here. Send the tailbone high. The knees can still be bent. We'll work towards straight as we get warm. Shoulder blades down the back. One more deep inhale, exhale here. Wonderful. We're going to take our leg raises, start building some heat and strength in the legs. So inhaling, float your right leg up. Keeping the hips square, we press through the raised heel. Pull the toes towards you, so flex that raised foot. So we're not opening into the hips. Checking that your weight is even between the hands. Maybe each inhale you lift that leg a touch higher. One more inhale for lift, and exhaling, float the foot down. Coming straight to the left side. So we inhale, pressing up through the left heel, flexing the toes. Keeping your hips square and reaching from heel to fingertips. You should feel one long line from the floor up to the raised foot. Checking again for even pressure between the hands, pressing down index finger and thumb knuckles. One more inhale, lift that leg a touch higher. And exhaling, floating it down. Just give the legs a quick wiggle out. And then we're going to walk up to the top of our mats, coming into a forward fold. So feet can be wide, hip width or maybe wider. Head is heavy, so your gaze is kind of between the legs, between the knees. And you're swaying. You can bend into one leg then the other. Finding ease in your body. Wonderful. Coming to stillness. So we're going to take a twist here rather than doing it on the floor today. So fingertips of the left hand in front of the left foot. So making a spider of the hand. Bend the left knee, right leg is straight. And then we're going to inhale, sweeping the right arm open. So opening your chest to the side. So you may feel this strongly in the right glutes. Right shoulder blade is moving down the back. And you're either looking up to the right thumb or down to the left big toe. And we're breathing. Each exhale, see if you can open your heart to the ceiling. One more inhale. And as you exhale, folding forward. Give the legs a wiggle. We'll come for the other side. So bending the right knee deeply. Fingertips of the right hand in front of the right foot. And then we inhale to sweep the left arm open. So looking either up to the left thumb or down to the right big toe. And we're breathing here. Each exhale, see if we can open the heart a bit more to the sky. One more deep inhale. And as you exhale, releasing forward. Give the legs a wiggle. We're going to bend the knees and gently roll up through the spine, coming to standing at the top of your mat. So big toes touch heels an inch apart, hands in prayer at heart center. And we'll just take a moment here to close the eyes. Let the blood pressure settle. Lifting under the buttocks. Chest with a sense of lift in the sternum. Shoulders are back. So we'll do 2 rounds of our Hatha A sun salutation. So this is with the knee down. And then we're going to take the warrior one sequence. So gently opening the eyes. We'll inhale, exhale together. And we're ready to move. So inhaling, sweeping your arms, look up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, finding your flat back. And we're moving, exhale, stepping back with the right foot. Right knee, shin, top of the foot comes down. You can stay with your fingertips down for a couple of breaths, or we're inhaling up. So now once we're here, we're drawing the left hip back, right hip forward to square the pelvis. Reaching up through the fingertips, but drawing the shoulder blades down. Making sure your breath is lovely, long and slow. We're going to take one more inhale, maybe the sternum lifts, and exhaling to our high plank. Hold your high plank, set this first one up. Press heels to the crown of the head for another inhale. And exhaling to Chaturanga, and then all the way to the ground. We're going to untuck the toes, inhale, draw the chest through to your baby back bend. Maybe it's a baby cobra, maybe a full cobra. We'll take 2 breaths here. One more inhale. And exhale, send the tailbone high into downward dog. Hold your downward dog for the inhale. And exhale, right foot forward. Left knee, shin, top of the foot down. You can stay here. Or inhale up into the lunge. Right hip draws back, left hip screws forward. Stabilize your pelvis. And then reaching up through the fingers, shoulder blades down the back. One more deep inhale, maybe the chest lifts. And exhaling, stepping forward to your forward fold. Inhaling to your flat back. Exhale to fold. And now we dive up in one piece. And we'll come straight down for the left side. Exhale. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. Left knee, shin, top of the foot down. We'll inhale, sweeping up. One extra breath to lift the chest, moving quicker, exhaling high plank. One inhale here, and we exhale Chaturanga. Inhale to draw through, and straight away exhale, downward dog. One inhale, exhale, left foot forward. Right knee, shin, top of the foot down. One inhale this time, sweeping up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And inhale, diving up. Coming straight down, exhale. Inhale, flat back. And now we're shifting, exhale, right foot back, keep the knee up. And we inhale, warrior one, back heel is down. And exhale all the way to Chaturanga. Inhaling through cobra or upward dog. And exhale, hips high, downward dog. One inhale. Exhale, right foot forward. Now left heel is down. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale to fold. And dive up one piece. Coming straight down now, left side. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. Knee stays up. We inhale, warrior one. And exhaling, Chaturanga all the way down. Now inhaling through, maybe upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, sweeping up. Warrior one. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. And dive up one piece. We'll go again, right and left. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back. Deeper lunge. And we inhale, warrior one. Exhaling, Chaturanga. Inhale through. Upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. One inhale and exhale, right foot forward. Deep lunge, inhale, warrior one. And exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Diving up one piece and exhaling all the way down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. One inhale, sweeping up and exhale all the way, Chaturanga. Inhaling through, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. One inhale. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one, sweep it up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, fold. Dive up one piece. We'll go again, right and left. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right foot back. Right heel down, sweeping up, warrior one. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhaling through, upward dog. Exhale, tailbone high, downward dog. One inhale. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhaling, warrior one. And exhale to forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And we'll dive up one piece. Last time to come down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, left foot back. One inhale, warrior one. And exhale, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. We'll take one inhale. And exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Dive up in one piece. Coming straight down, simplified salutation. Exhale. Inhale, flat back. And now just walk the feet back to high plank. Hold your high plank for the inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, hips high, downward dog. Breathing deeply here. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. Child's posture is also available. Last inhale, exhale. And we're moving. Inhale, floating up the right leg, keep the hips square. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Set up your lunge, left knee is up. And with the inhale, we sweep up. So high crescent lunge. So right hip still draws back, left hip screws forward, reach up for your fingers, arms down the back. And each exhale, see if you can press into that back heel to bring you down. We're going to take an inhale, lift the chest. Exhale to square the chest. And now we're lifting up and open into our warrior two. So find your warrior two, good alignment. So right heel in line with left arch. And the most important thing is the right knee is moving towards the baby toe. Arms on the back. And we inhale, length of the spine. Exhale, we're softening into that front knee. Breathing deeply. Your drishti is your right middle finger, and then look through the middle finger. Inhale for length. Exhale, we soften down. 2 more breaths here. 1 more deep inhale, exhale, soften. And then left hand either to the hip or around the back. We flip the front palm, reach forward up and over the head. Reversed warrior, 2 breaths. This is our side stretch. 1 more deep inhale. And exhale, hands over the top, high plank. Calming through Chaturanga, upward dog. And hips high, downward dog. 2 breaths here. 1 more deep inhale, exhale. And we're ready to flow on the other side. So inhale, floating up your left leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And set up your lunge before you inhale. Sweep the arms up. Find your crescent lunge. Press through the back heel. Left hip back, right hip forward. And we're breathing here. Shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, a sense of lift. Exhale, soften. We're going to take an inhale to lift the chest. Exhale, square the chest. And now we inhale, lifting up, open out for warrior 2. So take a moment, set up your first warrior 2 posture. So heel in line with arch. And again, most important, knee towards the little toe. Arms on the back. And 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. So inhaling, lift the spine. Exhaling, softening down. Inhale for lift. Exhale, soften. Keep an eye on that left knee. It has a habit of wandering in. Two more breaths here. See if you can stay with it. 1 more. Now right hand to the hip or round the back, flip the front palm, reach forward, up and over the head, reversed warrior for an inhale, exhale, 1 more inhale, and exhale, hands to the mat, high plank, calming through Chaturanga, upward dog, and hips high, downward dog. So we have 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here, so this is our active rest. You can take child's posture, whatever your body needs. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're ready for our next round. Inhaling, floating up the right leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And now, one gesture. It's left arm sweeps forwards, up and open, and you magically land in warrior 2. Set up your posture nice and low. 2 breaths. External rotation of the thighs. 1 more inhale, exhale to settle. Take an inhale. Bending the right elbow, take it to the right thigh. Extended side angle. So left arm is either reaching up to the ceiling, draw the shoulder blade down the back to open the chest. If you want to deepen the posture, reach that left hand towards the front of the room, so long as you can keep looking under the armpit. And we're breathing here. To lighten the posture, look down to the right big toe, or keep your gaze up. 3 more breaths here. If you want to deepen further, straighten your right arm inside of the right knee. Another deep inhale, exhale. And we're inhaling back to warrior 2. Flipping the front palm, we reverse the warrior as we inhale. And we exhale over the top. High plank, calming through Chaturanga. Upward dog. And hips high to downward dog. We'll just take 2 breaths here to recover. And we're ready for the left side. Inhaling, floating the left leg. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And now it's right arm sweeping forward, up and open, land into warrior 2. Set up your posture, 2 breaths. Check on that left knee. Take another inhale as we exhale. Bend the left elbow to the left thigh, right arm to the ceiling, shoulder blade down the back. Extended side angle. You can look up to the thumb or down to the toe. And you can also reach to the front of the room. Keep your heart opening to the ceiling. 3 more deep breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're inhaling back to warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reaching forward, up and over the head. Inhale. And exhaling, cartwheeling to the mat. High plank, low plank or chaturanga. Inhale your back bend. And exhale, hips high. To downward dog. Again, 5 deep Ujjayi breaths before the next set. You can stay in active rest, or you can take child's posture. Follow your body. So although this is a dynamic class, you still have to exercise tenderness towards yourself. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're ready to move. Inhaling, floating the right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. One gesture, left arm up and open. Find warrior 2. So settle your warrior 2 breaths. Wonderful. Arms are coming down behind the back. Take hold of opposite elbows, so we're working towards our humble warrior. So stable base. Inhale, we're going to lift the chest, lift the chin. Then keep the chest lifted, but tuck the chin back in, and we hinge forward as we exhale from the waist. Come down, so right shoulder inside of right knee, and let the head be heavy. Continue to lift the left thighs. And breathe here. So this is a posture of surrender for 3 more deep Ujjayi breaths. Wonderful. Now keeping the right leg bent if you can, we're going to inhale back to warrior 2. Stay with it. It may be working hard. Flip the front palm, reach forward, up and over the head for the inhale. And exhale, cartwheel down, high plank, through chaturanga, upward dog, and hips high, downward dog. Couple of breaths here, just to recover before the other side. Wonderful. Left leg floats up as we inhale. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And now right arm sweeping forward, up and open, landing into warrior 2. 2 breaths to set up your posture. Find your deepest warrior yet. Now arms behind the back, take opposite elbows. But then switch so the other arm is on top, the awkward grasp. Inhaling, lift the chest, lift the chin. Keep the chest lifted, tuck the chin and hinge forward from your waist. Humble warrior. Let the head be heavy. Surrender here. Three more deep breaths. Last one, inhale, exhale. And inhale, warrior 2, stay with that leg bent if you can. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse your warrior. And exhaling, high plank. To chaturanga, exhale. Inhaling, upward dog. And exhale, hips high, downward dog. Wonderful. So 5 deep Ujjayi breaths. This is your active rest, or you can take child's posture. Sending the hips high. Wonderful. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're ready for our next round. Inhaling, float the right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. And pause here. So we're adding our new posture. So we're just going to do one extra stretch before we come into the posture. So keeping the left hand on the mat. We're going to inhale, sweeping the right arm open. So this is a low lunge twist. Breathing deeply, 2 more breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale, open your chest. Now bring both hands down, just settle your lunge, and we're inhaling up to a crescent lunge. So the back heel is still up. Exhale, the hands come to prayer at heart center. We're going to inhale, lift the chest, shoulders back, and exhale, left elbow outside of right knee. So we're twisting here in our lunge. So get a moment to settle your posture. We're going to take a deep inhale and exhale. We twist and lift. And we're breathing here. Right shoulder blade down the back. You can take your left knee down if you wish. Two more breaths here. Open your chest. One more deep inhale, exhale. Inhaling and exhale. We step back to high plank. So we'll skip the flow for that one for today. We'll add it in next week. Exhaling, Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, hips high, downward dog. One more deep inhale. And we'll take the other side. So inhaling, left leg sweeps up. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. And before we take the full posture, right hand to the mat. And we'll inhale, sweep your left arm open. Couple more breaths, just exhaling to open the chest. Wonderful. Now bringing your left hand down just to settle your lunge. We're going to inhale, sweeping up, high crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to prayer at heart center. Take an inhale here, shoulders back, lift the chest. And exhaling, twisting across the body. So it's right elbow outside of left knee. Hands in prayer. And then we're inhaling here and exhaling, twisting the body open. You can take the right knee down. Left shoulder blade down the back. 3 more breaths here. It's a tricky one to talk in. One more deep inhale, exhale to twist. Wonderful. Coming to your high plank, exhaling, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, and exhale, hips high, downward dog. 5 deep Ujjayi breaths here. Child's posture is always available. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're moving. Inhale, floating the right leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. One inhale, sweeping open to warrior 2. We'll just stay for 2 breaths to settle the posture. 1 more deep inhale. Exhale, sit low. And we're inhaling to straighten the right leg. Coming for Trikonasana. So check you've got a really nice stable base. Check your alignment, heel to arch. And we're calming in by inhaling, lifting the right arm. So your front arm, the whole of the right side lengthens. And as you exhale, send your hips to the back of the room. Push that left buttock out and you'll pitch forward. Follow this natural movement until there's no more room, and then the hand comes down either to the shin, the foot, the floor, and the left arm is reaching directly to the ceiling. You can take the left hand to the hip to help you open the chest. And we're breathing here. 4 more deep Ujjayi breaths. Each exhale, see if you can open your heart to the ceiling a little more. One more deep inhale, exhale here. Wonderful, inhaling, floating up. And we're going to turn our toes to face the long edge of our mat. And the toes are pigeons, so they're pointing inwards, slightly towards each other. So we're coming into our wide-legged forward fold. So hands on the hips for this first one. Press down with the hands to root yourself into your pelvis. Shoulders back. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the chin. And now keep that chest lifted. Tuck your chin and hinge forward from the waist. As you exhale, come down 90 degrees. And we're going to pause here at 90 degrees for 3 breaths. Shoulders back. You can bend the knees. Just make sure you're engaging the thighs. Lift the kneecaps. 1 more deep inhale. Lengthen the spine. And exhaling, we're rounding forwards. So you can let the knees bend. You can keep the knees straight. And we can have the hands either between the feet. You can hold the ankles or the big toes. Any variation you wish. And we're letting go here. So we're just relaxing forward. Keep the thighs lifted, shoulder blades down the back. And relax. So we're using our forward folds to bring the energy down. We'll add a twist on the other side. 2 more breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale. And you can bend the knees, toe heel the feet slightly closer together and roll up through a rounded spine. When you get to the top, we'll turn our right toes back to the front. Push from the outside edge of the back foot to calm down, float down into Warrior Two. Set your Warrior Two up just for 1 breath. And then flip the front palm. It's your last reversed warrior on this side. Really enjoy it. 2 breaths here. Lovely side stretch. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Hands over the top. High plank. Calming through Chaturanga. Upward dog. And then hips high to downward dog. We'll take 2 breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we're moving. So inhale, floating the left leg up. Exhale, step it through between the hands. Inhale, right arm sweeps you forward, up and open. So we'll take 2 breaths. Find the Warrior Two. See if it feels any different from the first one you did this evening. And we'll inhale, straighten the left leg. So checking your feet. Good alignment for Trikonasana. Palms facing the side wall. We're going to inhale, left arm reaches up, lengthen the whole of the left side. And as you exhale, move the bum to the back of the room. You're going to bend in the hip and hinge forward. When there's no more space to hinge, Hand either comes to the shin, the foot, the floor. Right arm reaches to the ceiling. And breathing here. You can have a bend in your left knee. You can have your right hand to your right hip. Trying to show our heart to the ceiling. Two more deep Ujjayi breaths. Wonderful. You'll inhale to come up, and then we turn our toes to the long edge of the mat. We'll pigeon the toes slightly. Hands can be to the hips. Pressure down with the hands, or you can have the arms out to the side, reaching left and right, palms face forward. We're going to take an inhale here to lift the chest, lift the chin, then tuck your chin, keep the chest up, and hinge forward from the waist. We'll come down 90 degrees, and we'll just take 2 breaths here this time. Lengthen your spine. One more deep inhale, and you exhale, softening forwards. You can bend the knees if you need. And we're preparing ourselves for a twist. You don't have to come into the twist, only if you'd like to. So we're taking the left hand under the face, straight left arm, and now press into that right foot more firmly than the left to keep your pelvis level. And then we're going to inhale, sweeping the right arm open to our twist. You can stay here, you can take the right hand to the sacrum, or the right hand comes around the back, left hand to right ankle, and we twist here, drawing the forehead towards the ankle. Two more breaths to twist. Keep the thighs lifted. One more deep inhale, exhale here. And then releasing. So right hand now comes under the face. We're going to inhale. So firstly, press into your left foot to keep the pelvis steady. We're going to inhale, sweep up the left hand. You can stay here. Take the left hand to the sacrum or around the back. And then it's right hand to left ankle. Draw the forehead towards the shin. You can bend the knees. You can leave the twist out and just hang over. Just make sure you're lifting the thighs. So engage the thighs to lift the knees. 2 more breaths here. 1 more deep inhale, exhale. And releasing forward. We're going to bend the knees, roll up through the spine, coming to standing, turning your left toes out. Floating down by pressing into the back foot into warrior 2. So 2 breaths, set up your warrior. And this is our final reversed warrior, so really enjoy it. We flip the front palm, inhale, reach up and over the head. We'll take an extra breath here. 1 more inhale and exhale, high plank. Come through Chaturanga to upward dog or cobra. And exhale, hips high to downward dog. We're just going to take 2 breaths here. Wonderful. Walking the feet towards the hands, coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat. You can have the knees bent, just let the head be heavy. And we're going to come into our big toe grab. So index and middle finger on the big toes, or around the big toes I should say. We're going to inhale, bend the knees, look forward, flat back. And then exhale, pulling yourself over, straighten the legs, head is heavy. Forward fold. So now lifting the thighs, shoulder blades down the back. And we're breathing. And head is heavy. So you're looking between the legs, you're not looking at the mat or your toes. So let the head go. Wonderful. You can stay here. If you'd like to come further, you can slide the palms under the feet, so toes up to the wrist creases for gorilla posture. We'll inhale, bend the legs, look forward, attempt a flat back. And then exhale, straightening the legs, all working towards straight. Head is heavy, elbows moving sideways now. And we're breathing. One more deep inhale, exhale. And we'll release the hands, toe heel the feet closer together, bend the knees, and we're going to gently roll up through the spine, coming to standing. So we'll take a moment, hands in prayer at heart center, big toes touch heels an inch apart, lift under your buttocks, chest is lifted, shoulders are back, neck is long. And breathe, so come to your breath. Feel the energy winding down. Wonderful. So we're going to take our intense side stretch, so hands to your hips. We're going to step back with the left foot, right foot is forward. Making sure you root that left heel. So if it lifts, you're not going to get it back down again. So making sure it's good and grounded. And we use that to push ourselves forward. So inhaling, we're lifting the chest, lifting the chin. And as we exhale, tuck the chin, press through the left heel to hinge forward from the waist. Coming over that front leg, we'll take an inhale at flat back. And then exhaling, rounding over that front leg. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Hands can be to the floor. You can hold your elbows behind your back. I should have given the variations at the beginning. And we're breathing here. Making sure you're not gripping the toes, but also that the thighs are engaged and lifted. If you'd like to intensify the stretch in the right leg, flex the right toes towards you and breathe here. Again, let the head be heavy, so you're looking towards the back of the room, not at your toes. We'll take one more deep inhale, exhale. And we'll bend the right knee, inhaling, rolling up through the spine. So hands to your hips, we'll switch the legs, coming to the other side, root your right heel down, get your hips square, and you can hold elbows behind the back to come in, or you can keep your hands to your hips, it's up to you. And we're ready, so inhaling, lifting the chest, lifting the chin, and now push from that right heel to hinge forward from the waist, come down 90 degrees, inhale, flat back. And then exhale, round your spine over that front leg. And we'll make our checks. So are we gripping our toes? Are we lifting the thighs? Are we holding the head forward? You can flex that left foot up towards you if you wish. Increase the stretch in the back of that leg. One more deep inhale, exhale. And bend your left leg, rolling up through the spine, coming to standing. So we'll step to the top of our mat. We're going to make our way down in just a moment so we can do our hip work. So hands in prayer at heart center. We'll take 2 breaths, settle the body, let the blood pressure settle. Wonderful. Coming through a simplified sun salutation. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling to forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look forward. And now exhale, walking the feet back to high plank. Holding the high plank for a moment. Inhale, exhale. And we're coming to side plank. So right hand under the face. And either right knee down, either one foot in front of the other, or one foot stacked on top of the other. So wherever you are, making sure to lift your lower side waist, and you're either looking down to the right thumb, or up to the left thumb. If you have your feet stacked, maybe you can have a go at lifting the left leg up, float the left leg. You may surprise yourself. One more inhale here, and then exhaling, coming to high plank. We'll take the other side, so left hand under the face, choose your variation, and inhale, swivel over, right arm reaching up. Breathing deeply, lift the lower side waist as though you're lying over a ball, and then maybe the right leg floats up. Breathing deeply. One more deep inhale, and exhaling to high plank. We're going to lower down to low plank on the count of 8. So take a deep inhale, and exhaling, coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, down on your tummy for 8. Wonderful. Untucking the toes, we'll draw the chest through the hands for a gentle back bend. You can have a gentle wriggle of the shoulders here, easing out. One more inhale, and we're going to send ourselves back to child's posture. So knees as wide as the mat, big toes touch, forehead is down. We'll just take a couple of breaths here. One more deep inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Inhaling, floating up to tabletop. So we're just going to do our quick hip stretches. So bringing we'll do the left foot forward because then you can see if you need to. So left foot forward first, and we're going to turn the toes out to 10 o'clock. We're leaning on the right hand. Take your left hand to the left thigh, and we're going to ease that thigh open to the side. And you should feel this all in the glutes and the piriformis, maybe the hip flexor. And you can move your torso around until you find a sweet spot. If you're really open in the hips, you can come down onto one or maybe both forearms, so long as the knee is still working to the side. Wonderful. So you can stay here. So we're going to do lizard on this side as well. But if you find lizard too intense, this is a really good alternative. It's not quite as much. So you may need a cushion. So we're going to come up onto our hands, turn our left toes directly forwards. And the left knee is into the shoulder. So the left knee is in contact with the shoulder. Taking the hands just in front of the foot, to the right side of the foot. We're going to inhale here, and as we exhale, we're coming down onto one or both forearms ideally. You may need a cushion under the forearms, and we're breathing here. So this is a deep groin opener. So long as you keep that left knee into the body. If you want to deepen, you can straighten the right leg so that the knee comes off the mat. But this is up to you. Couple more breaths here. Wonderful. Lifting up onto your hands. We're going to switch the legs to do the other side. So for me, that's to bring the right leg forward, maybe you're on the other leg. Doesn't really matter. So now we're going to turn the toes out to 2 o'clock. If there was a clock face under the feet, lean on the left hand. Use the right hand to guide the thigh open. So coming onto the blade edge of the right foot, flex the toes towards the knee and move around until you find your sweet spot. If you're open, again, you can come down into one or maybe both forearms. And notice any difference between the sides. So this is how we get to know our bodies, know if we have twists or tilts, and it allows us to work intelligently. Wonderful. So you're welcome to stay in this posture, or if you'd like to come for lizard, you're coming up onto your hands and you're squaring your right foot so the toes are pointing straight forward again. Right knee is into the shoulder, it's touching the shoulder, and then either coming down onto your forearms or onto blocks. And you may notice quite a considerable difference between the sides. So I do on this side, this is my tighter hip. And if you want to deepen, you can straighten the left leg so that the knee floats and the left leg is straight. Breathing here, so 3 more deep breaths. Wonderful. Lifting up onto the hands, taking the right leg back. And we're going to lower down, so the knees are still down. Lower down onto our belly, straighten out the right arm, and rolling over onto our back. So we're just going to take a happy baby here. So either grabbing the knees, or behind the knees, maybe the ankles, or the big toes. But we're trying to keep the whole of the sacrum in contact with the mat. So notice if your bum is rolling towards you. If there is, then move your hands down a bit, maybe behind the knees or the ankles or the shins, and just explore the floor with your back. Wonderful. We're going to give both knees a hug in. Draw the forehead towards the knees. Take a gentle rock and then stretch yourself out for Shavasana. So feet as wide as the mat. Let the toes fall out. Backs of the hands are to the floor. And we're just going to set up our Shavasana really nice and placed. So pushing into the heels to lift your pelvis up. You're going to tilt your tailbone away from you. So pull your pubic bone up at the front so you lengthen your lower back. And then place your pelvis down. You should feel more of your lower back in contact with the mat. We're going to lift the head, tuck the chin, and then place the head back down for another bit of length in the neck. And now flexing the feet so the heels come up. Push into the heels and then place them back down. And the arms, bend the wrists up, bend the forearms up, and roll them back down. Finally, walk the shoulder blades under, just 1 centimeter on each side, and then let everything go. So we'll take a moment or two, scanning our physical body for any pockets of tension. If you find one, give it a breath, and then let it go. And tension can hide in really unusual places, like the root of a finger, maybe a part of the wrist, between the toes. So this is our Shavasana. We'll let go of all technique now and just be a body in space. And you can stay here for as long as you wish.